Knock, knock. Are you decent? Oh, well, it certainly is Spartan in here. I suppose you wouldn't have many personal effects, would you? Say, would you like one of my roses to help brighten the place? Oh, you're sweet. Don't worry, a flower willingly given doesn't hurt a nymph. We know just how to trim them so they grow back healthy and strong. It's only when men try to steal our beauty that we suffer. Usually they do too. There you go. It's already looking a little more cheery in here now. So, with that settled, hello there. I'm Dorothea. Adie said she told you I'd be giving you the tour, right? Good. Before that, though, how are you feeling today? I know you went through a lot. Are you sore or bruised at all? I'm more than happy to start our tour and introductions in the medical tent. All right. Let's start our tour then. But please, don't hesitate to tell me if you change your mind, or even if you just want to take a break. Adie wants you to take it easy anyway, so there's no rush today. Usually after a big march like that, Lynn stays napping in his tent for the whole day. Linhart, he's our healer here. Ah, so Adie did tell you about him. That's right. He's a scholar, mostly focusing on genealogy and the way certain abilities are transferred through bites and blood, while others are inherited. Things like vampiric transformations versus fey magic. If you're curious about that sort of thing, he'll be happy to talk your ear off. Oh, but try not to actually mention blood to him if you can help it. The sight of it alone is enough to make the poor dear sick. Well, he uses magic. Spells heal injuries much faster than medicine, and usually don't need much physical contact. No, not Fae. He's a witch. You don't know? I knew you were transformed, but I just assumed you spent time among magical folk after that. I'm guessing that's why Adie didn't explain it either. No, the difference between witches and warlocks isn't gender. Witches are born with magic, warlocks are gifted it in some way. Just like... On second thought, that's not my story to tell. I'm sure if they want you to know, they'll tell you. Oh, speaking of Fae, there's Petra. Let's go say hi. Greetings, Dorothea. And our new friend. I offer my hand to you. Hi, Petra. I'm showing them around the camp and introducing them to everyone. It is good to be meeting you. This is Petra, our resident hunter and an excellent tracker. You might remember her hanging back to cover our tracks when we were escaping the Blue Lions. It was easy, thanks to the rain being summoned by Thunder Catherine. Mud is making for good prints, but it is also making it easier for the plants to be moving. I am almost as easily moving them as Dorothea is. We make a great team. No, Petra and I only met through the Black Eagles. Nymphs and Fae just have similar influences over nature is all. Petra's forest was mostly Fae, as I understand it. That is having correctness in the past, before the Dragon Queen is making decisions for me. I hope we can help you regain your freedom. You are having my gratitude. But now I am needing to be going. Caspar and I are having a patrol. Goodbye, Dorothea, and new friend. I am looking forward to be sharing a meal with you later. Bye, Petra. What she meant? You mean when she said the Dragon Queen took away her choice? Petra's something of a princess in her forest. Or she would probably say she's a warrior and a leader. But her family have been in charge of her people for generations. Then the magical population saw a boom, especially in turned humans, and the Dragon Queen chose Petra's forest as a new hosting territory for the humans she stole from their homes. Having so many terrified strangers dumped in the middle of their clearings went exactly as you'd expect. Riots, infighting, us versus them groups forming up and violence tearing the forest apart. Any complaints her people had were ignored by the Dragon Queen, of course, so she came to us. Caspar? He's sweet. He's one of the rare full-blooded humans supporting us. I think he said he grew up in a border town. I know his family were responsible for reporting any humans who were turned to the Dragon Queen. Yes, his father is an enforcer. I think that's how Caspar and Lynn met, though. Caspar helped his father growing up, and Lynn's family were in charge of coordinating host families for anyone the Dragon Queen sent to them. So there were a lot of meetings between them, I guess. Those two are good friends. I guess seeing someone around his age from the other side taught Caspar that we're all the same, really. And all the fear and segregation isn't keeping us safe. It's just pitting us against each other. Once he caught wind of Edelgard's plans for the Black Eagles, he rushed to join us. I think that covers everyone in the camp, except for Hubie and Constance. Hubie's in a meeting with Adie and Ferdy right now, so let's go this way and see if Constance is in her tent. After their meeting is over, I'll take you to meet Hubie properly. Me? We've been chatting this whole time. Well, no, I guess I haven't said why I joined. For me, it's probably easiest to start with where I came from. There's no way to sugarcoat it. I'm an orphan. My grove was caught in a forest fire. It was massive, a natural disaster, not anyone's fault, but it was devastating. I was only a little bud at the time. I couldn't do anything against the flames. My only option was to run as fast and far as I could. I went back later, but it was all gone. Anyway, at some point, I was found by a caravan of traveling performers. Originally, they thought I was just a pretty face that could draw in a crowd and fill their seats, but once they heard me sing, I earned my place and their respect as a true performer. I learned a lot from them. Got to see all sides of human and supernatural interactions. The human audiences feared me as much as they adored me. When I was on stage, singing in the spotlight, they would give me standing ovations. But after the show, we always had to rush back to our caravan or risk being attacked. We were practically chased out of town more often than not. Eventually, our sword swallower taught us each to wield a sword for our own safety. I I don't hate humans. There was a mix of performers in our caravan, human and supernatural, and living alongside them, I barely noticed any difference. We all got along like a family. It really showed me that when everyone sets aside their preconceived notions, we can all live in harmony. Some of the happiest moments of my life are on the road with my troupe. I want that for everyone. That's why, when Adie came to me after a show and made her offer, I didn't hesitate to join her. Oh, absolutely not. Adie wouldn't... Well, maybe she would. But she didn't ask me to show you around just to fill your head with propaganda and convince you to join the cause. The reason she asked me, and don't tell the others I said this, is because I'm the most socially adept of everyone in the camp. I don't mean to be mean. You have to understand, Lynn isn't interested in talking about anything except for his studies, and Caspar and Petra are busy with patrols right now anyway. Besides, Caspar can be a bit oblivious. And Petra is still learning our language, so she sometimes makes mistakes that could be confusing if you aren't used to her way of speech. That leaves Hubie and Ferdy, who are busy in a meeting with Adie, and both overwhelming in their own ways. And Constance wouldn't do well giving an outdoor tour like this. So, that leaves me. My honest opinion? I think we're doing good work here, but I'm not you. Everyone here chose to be here for their own reasons. It was never our plan to force you to stay with us. That night, when we came to break you out of those dungeons, we genuinely only wanted to set you free, help you recover, and exchange information. If you decided to join us once you knew what we knew, all the better. But you were always free to go. No, I remember that night clearly. The spells over the castle only affect prisoners and uninvited guests. Ferdy was invited there, and they gave him a +1, which was me. So I remember everything. During the party, I slipped away first to get a lay of the dungeons, while Ferdy kept up appearances. Once I mapped out where to go, I gave him the signal, and we split up. He was supposed to free you and send you my way, then go back to the party before anyone noticed we were missing. But we were caught out, and he was followed as soon as he came down. We did account for that. We were hoping, if our plan was delayed, that we could at least free you enough for the moon to take over. Then we would follow the trail you left at a safe distance, and... Oh, that was Constance, the blonde who went into the tent up there. Come on, let's try to catch her inside if we can. Right, as I was saying, we plan to follow your trail after the transformation. What do you mean? Into a dragon. It was a full moon that night, don't you remember? I know werefolk usually have memory loss issues after a full moon, but I thought you'd at least be aware that the full moon happened. But that's not possible. Lynn found the records of that blood transfusion. There were a lot of eyewitnesses reporting you transformed on the full moon a few days later. We tracked any reports of dragon sightings during full moons we could find to follow your trail until we hit that sulfur residue from a warlock spell, and I communed with the forest there myself. All the trees and ferns said a were-dragon was there. Is that you, Dorothea? What could ever bring you to my humble... Oh, and our esteemed guest accompanies you. I am so sorry for interrupting you with my horrendous presence. No, don't say that, Constance. It's fine. We were actually coming to see you. To visit me. I fear I will surely disappoint you, but I will offer up all of the meager assistance I can provide. What is it that someone so lowly as I could possibly do for such a stunning beauty as yourself? How about we head inside first? I think everyone would be more comfortable talking in the shade, Ah, yes. This is a better place to speak. I should introduce myself. I am Constance von Nouvelle, a most acclaimed witch of the House Nouvelle, and most pleased to honor you with my presence. No need to introduce yourself, of course. You are the talk of the camp. Our prodigal warrior returned at last. It does beg the question, of course, as to where you disappeared to. Oh, Constance, my dear friend, what is that which you wear about your neck? You mean that bird necklace? Yes. Where did you find it? Who gave it to you? It wasn't any of us. They've been wearing it since we saved them from the blue lions. Why? Does it mean something to you? That is to say, I hadn't realized you were so fond of mockingbirds, nor that mockingbirds were fond of you. I don't think I follow. It's just a necklace, isn't it? Or... No, wait. That does look familiar. Where have I... Isn't this the same bird you have on that brooch you sometimes wear? Well, if there is any resemblance, then it is of course due to House Nouvelle's status. Indeed, we Nouvelles are the cutting edge of all high fashion, with many a trend originating from our closets. It is yet another point of pride for our noble name, you know. But then, why were you so worked up when you saw it? Oh, Dorothea, I just remembered. Hubert was here not moments before you arrived, entrusting me with a message for you. Is that so? Most certainly. He instructed me to tell you to speak with our cook post-haste, to ensure they are made aware there will be a new addition to our tables from henceforth. I see. Well, then I guess we'll... no need to disrupt the tour. In fact, I shall look after your charge for you, so that you may make quick work of the task. I don't know. Are you sure? I don't know what she's playing at, but something seems off. Okay. I'll hurry back. If anything weird happens, just come outside, alright? I'll set out then. Be back in a few minutes. Fare thee well, and there is no need to rush. One moment. Give her time to step away. That should be long enough. Now, you and I have much to discuss.